Hello, Professor. My name is Andrew Payton. I am in your World History 86 class, and I'm going over Chapter 2. And the part I chose was comparing and the differences between Egypt and Mesopotamia. And what I found interesting about Mesopotamia is it had a lot of open environments, and so it was a lot more prone to external threats. And the Euphrates and Tigris rivers were a lot more unpredictable compared to the Nile River in Egypt with the cataracts and the predictable flooding. So this contributed to the Sumerians' view on the afterlife as evil. There's no reward from it. It was seen as very negative compared to Egypt. The Nile was very predictable, so their crops weren't getting destroyed. There wasn't extra salt that was being deposited onto the soil, which is a fact that I learned is wheat replaced barley in Sumer because there was so much soil erosion due to the constant flooding, and barley was able to handle that salt. So I found that really interesting. And another thing that I learned was Sumer was a dozen or more independent city states, but like I said a little earlier, they were very prone to external threats where they were eventually overtaken by the Akkadian Empire, compared to Egypt, which had thousands of years of mostly peace. There was kind of overthrows when eventually the religious leaders kind of took over for a minute. But it was a lot more chiefdoms that were unified under a single Egyptian um, culture, which is very interesting because they prospered with a lot of their religious beliefs and their cultural beliefs. It was this kind of continuum, but Egypt also eventually got overtaken as well, but they lasted a lot longer because they were geographically kind of separated by a desert, which made it a lot harder to invade Egypt compared to Mesopotamia. So that was a little bit about those two, and I hope you have a good day.